How to find a service record. What you do. First, on the internet, go to www.cwgc.org, and we're going to click on the link Find War Dead. Because we're not sure of the soldier we're going to search up, unless you do have someone in mind, we're first going to go to France. We're going to type in BENY, and it will bring us a link to Benis-sur-Mer. We want this to be in the Second World War, and we want to make sure that we have Canadian Forces checkmarked. You will then click Search. On this, you'll notice that there are 2,025 records, and through this, you can search by name, and we can click that button for alphabetical sorting, by rank, by service number, by date, by age, and these are rather interesting to see how young some of these men were when they passed away in World War II. I'm going to choose one gentleman, and this is the one that I've used in the exemplar, Thomas Harold Kemp. Once I choose a soldier, I have a great deal of information here. Their rank, their service number, the date they died, how old they were, their regiment service, and any additional information that we have. So for this gentleman, even though he fought in the Canadian Regina Rifle Regiment, his parents were born in England. There's a bit of information about the headstone, the grave registration, and other registers. But what we really want to do is write down this information. Once you have that down, we're going to go to the Library and Archives of Canada's database of service files from the Second World War. And that link you have as shortened, goo.gl/JMXPNH. We will type in their surname, Kemp. We will type in Thomas Harold as his given name. We will then click Search. For Mr. Kemp, we have his date of birth, his date of death, and a service number. You will notice here that there's not much more information than there was on the previous website. If there is anything different, please make sure that you keep track of what is there and to add it to your worksheet. If you would like more information like us, Library and Archives of Canada have allowed their unsealed service files of World War I and World War II to be digitized by Ancestry.ca, so let's head over there. In fact, they can direct you to check there as well. www.ancestry.ca. We want to go to the bottom of the page, all the way down, and click on Military Records. From here, we are entering in our soldier's name, which we know fairly well by now. And we will click Search. We will want to match all terms exactly. This is Canada, World War II Service Files of War Dead, 1939 to 1947, and as we can see, this is the exact same as the information we had before, so we will click. It will then prompt you to create a free account. This is a good idea as it will allow us to get more information, and so just complete this out. It is free and you will be able to access their files. Once you have logged in to your free account, you will be directed to the site. It again gives you a little bit more information of this, the background of Thomas Kemp, or your soldier, his rank, where he was born, where he lived, when he died, and you'll notice over here there's an area that says View. we want to click on this button to see all of the service files that have been scanned for us to see. You'll get the information about where they were born, where they live, their height, weight, pay as they went. It is important to note down here that you are on page 52 of 445. They scan them all in a clump, and they track which soldier is on which page. If you go up, you will notice, or back, this is Thomas Harold Kemp. If you move forward, this is also Thomas Harold Kemp. Keep track of the names, because sometimes you can be misdirected. He was fingerprinted, he was photographed, he was a farm laborer from the Church of England. There is a great deal of information here. Changes to relationship, to next of kin. And there's so much that you'll be able to look into, such as their signatures themselves. One thing you can do is to click up here at Save. This can save your record and create a family tree. For you, it's not as big of a deal, but you will want to save to your computer. This will save in a JPEG image for you. We will want it to not show again. So how it works, you have page by page and you move forward as such. Use this information to get everything you can about your soldier. Here's their educational qualifications. He did grade 9, and again, we're able to zoom in, zoom out, use the toolbars on the side as effectively as possible. This will provide full screen for you. We're giving details if we need it. There's even a toolbar. And what I want to show you is on the toolbar, you'll be able to click download. While you can save this to your account, download is one of the bigger options here. If you click and set your path, it will open up the entire page that you had looked at. That way you can access it at a later time if you need to, and you do not have to continue going back every time you're working on this assignment. For each page that you're working on, you will need to download it, if you're able to, or print it. That way you have whatever you need. They have flipping, they even have inverting colors if that's something that is difficult for you. This, saving it, will save you time later on. Now, using all of this information, make good notes about what you found and start sharing some of that information with any colleagues that you have. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact your teachers. Just remember that you will be able to look over all of this, check it all out, and get as much data and information as you can. Thanks for listening, and good luck with everything.